Hello and welcome to week 12 of Friday Football Fever. I'm Jeff Jones, and guys, it is time for our final show of the 2021 season. And what better way to end things than with some playoff football? We start with Bowie and Round Rock, two teams that had very impressive regular seasons. The Bulldogs lost only twice, once to Westlake and once to Lake Travis. The Dragons closed their season with a signature win over one of the best teams in town, and they locked up a district title in the process. Both of these teams could go 3 rounds or farther this year, but because they drew each other in round 1, someone's season had to come to a close tonight.
They're a physical team, so we just have to match their physicality, be more physical than them.
We're right now playing the best ball we've played all year.
Going fast in practice, we're going fast in the weight room, or we're going to hit some teams in the mouth.
We're getting focused, we're getting ready to play a physical round team.
They're solid in all aspects, but there's definitely places where you can exploit it.
They're good this year, we're pretty good too.
Come on, bro. Y'all know what time it is, bro. It's a double R, bro. Come on now.
For us to not make the playoffs last year and then to not only make the playoffs but to win our first round game, it would mean a lot.
Just go ahead and say your goodbyes, all that stuff. Come on, bro. You already know what it is.
It's going to be a great game Friday night.
Super duper confident, you know? Going to state.
Oh, plenty of confidence. Let's see how it showed up on the field in our Friday Football Fever Game of the Week. The Bulldogs taking on the Dragons, two really impressive defenses that made the offensive work for each and every yard they get. Bowie's Noah Camacho, check him out, running towards the camera, about to come out your screen. He stayed on screen, and that's good. Noah's touchdown in the second quarter was the only trip to the end zone in the entire first half. Second half, and our friend Travion Brown, who predicted the Dragons would make a trip to state, had his own trip planned to the backfield. But one nice sack deserves another. Bowie's Aaron Gall wasn't the only one on his team with some gall. A year after missing the playoffs, the Bulldogs go on the road and upset 9-1 Round Rock. Final score in this one, 13-3. We had to hang on there and watch the interception happen. Great plays by both teams there, and the local playoffs definitely started with a bang. And guys, I'm told the excitement tonight didn't end once the game went final. My good friend Emily John Greco joins us live now from Dragon Stadium. And Emily, a few moments ago, you told me via text that the post-game interview you had with Bowie's Jeff Abels was one of your all-time favorites. I'm on the edge of my seat. Catch me up on what happened.
Look, I'm really excited for you guys to see it, but first I've just got to say, Jeff, this might be one of the best defensive matchups we have seen all season. Round Rock unable to find the end zone, and Bowie held to just 1 touchdown. It was such a great game. Ultimately, the Bulldogs came out on top. But when you ask me what is the story of tonight, I got to be honest with you, it happened after regulation. That's right, it was that post-game celebration that was the real highlight of tonight's game. The Bulldogs had such a tough season last year, winning only 3 games. Now, not only did they make it to the playoffs, they won the first round. It was emotional, it was fun, and it may have even got a little crazy at times.
Hard to describe, but I'm so happy for our kids, so proud of them. It was a great effort tonight.
When you were talking to them after the game, that's the exact word you used, proud. Why is it that you're so proud of this specific squad?
Well, it's the kids. You know, they love each other, they care about each other, they play for each other, and you could tell that tonight. They didn't want tonight to be their last night.
That was great television. You guys all rock. Hey, you guys can stay in it. This is great. Look, honestly, he was just saying how proud he was of you guys. Coach, they just showed exactly what you're saying about this is a group of special kids. Yep. You guys had an incredible defensive game tonight. How proud are you of the defense for really holding it down?
It's just hard to describe. I mean, the effort was there all night. We told them at halftime it needs to be even better the second half, and it was. So couldn't be more proud of the whole team. It was a team effort, and again, I've been telling these guys they're special all year, and they are. It's because they love each other, they care about each other, and they play for the right reasons.
Well, look, we kept you for enough time. I'm going to let you get back to celebrating with your boys. Easily my favorite post-game interview that I've done in the 3 years now that I've been here at KVUE. So much fun. Once again, just a big congratulations to the Bulldogs, and also a big congrats to Round Rock for making it to the playoffs. It was an incredible atmosphere out here tonight.
It looks absolutely incredible, Emily. That moment is one that I know the team and you will remember for a long, long time. Thanks, and be safe on the ride back. Guys, to another all-local 6A matchup. Vandergriff stumbled at the end of the regular season, but they still walked away as co-district champs. Tonight, they had a chance to remind us that regardless of what happened last week, they're still one of the top teams in the entire state. Vandergriff hosted San Marcos. It was the Vipers versus the Rattlers. Guys, it's the Snake Bowl. Let's slither on out to Monroe Stadium for some highlights and some really bad snake jokes. Reese Beauchamp can strike from anywhere. The Vandergriff senior can play quarterback, safety, and he is a star at receiver. Now, after Reese did all the work that you're watching there to get down to the red zone, it was Ryan Shepard who scored. That's cold-blooded. Just when the Rattlers thought that they could scale their way back into the game, the Vipers helped them shed the football. The offense went back to Reese with a play that he could really sink his teeth into. And Vandergriff wins the Snake Bowl 52-14. To the scoreboard for the first time tonight, Liberty Hill and LBJ both win blowout games in the first round. Liberty Hill wins 63-7 over Bastrop, ending a solid season for the Bears, and LBJ scored about a touchdown more than their season average. The Jags beat Livonia 54-7 and moved to 11-0 this season. Scores keep rolling in. The Bernie Greyhounds beat Canyon Lake by a touchdown. Final score in that one, 28-21. And Lampasas got as close as you possibly can. The Badgers failed to Pleasanton, though. Final score in that one, 28-27. Westlake hosted Hutto in round one. 6'7" Ethan Burke has scholarship offers from Baylor, Texas Tech, Michigan. The list goes on. And it's because he can get after the quarterback. He showed it on that sack. And speaking of showing something, sophomore Jack Kaiser took the handoff. And by my count, he made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defenders miss on this touchdown run. Guys, butter him up. Young Mr. Kaiser was on a roll. Jack's second score put the Shafts up 14-zip. They're going to win this one 54-9. Lake Travis hosted Cedar Ridge, and every time we show a Cavs highlight, we see a long Derek Johnson touchdown. If you're a fan of truly skilled rushers, well, you got to appreciate this run. We see a juke in the hole, balance on the sideline, the speed to burst past defenders, and the strength to win at the goal line. What else could you ask for? I guess you could ask for the kind of celebration that VJ Taylor gave us after this touchdown catch. Check him out. 39-yard score. Get up and take a bow, young man. You get a standing ovation for that. Nice play, but Lake Travis, of course, responded with a touchdown catch of their own. Cavs win this one 48-7. Back to the scoreboard. Smithville coming up short against Navarro. Navarro wins this one 45-35. And those Fredericksburg Billies, well, they're heading on to the second round. They beat Somerset 45-41. Another scoreboard for you right here. Salado comes up short against Rusk. Rusk wins by a touchdown, 49-42 the final. And Lago Vista, the Vikings, march on in the 3A playoffs. They are on to the second round after a 36-13 win over Randolph. We have updated you on about a dozen games so far, and we have much more left to show you. Scores, highlights, our Band of the Week, and our Play of the Week nominees are all coming up next. Welcome back to Friday Football Fever, and as you can see, it is now time for me to bring in my friend Tyler Feldman. And Tyler, last season Cedar Park earned its way all the way to the state championship game. They played inside of AT&T Stadium, and if the Timberwolves are going to go back to Jerry's World, well, there won't be any shortcuts on the road there.
Jeff, no doubt about that. Cedar Park taking on a 9-1 Johnson team, and these Jags deserve a ton of credit. Playing in just their second full season of varsity football, 4 quarters away from their first ever 10-win season and their first ever playoff win.
Wow, 9-1 Johnson versus 5-5 Cedar Park, but in the playoffs, it ain't about records, it's about resolve. Who has that extra bit of want to? Well, Tyree Nicholson had plenty of it on this play. Why run around defenders when you can run right through them? While the T-Wolves travel by ground, the Jags racked up some air miles. Jesse Medina to Caden Windsor for the 75-yard score. This game went into overtime, guys, and NOT, well, the game belonged to CP. The Timberwolves win 42-36.
Jeff, for the second straight year, Georgetown and Dripping Springs meeting in the first round of the 5A D1 state playoffs. Tigers winning by a touchdown a year ago. Eagles making sure history does not repeat itself. Opening drive, Darcy Herman, emphasis on man because he's the man. QB keeper for the touchdown, 7-zip G-Town. Ensuing kickoff. Eagles, they call for the onside kick.
Oh!
And check this out.
Let's see it.
Yeah, they recover it. Big play leading to another big play. Herman hitting Drayden Dickman, and Dickman refusing to go down. Down the near sideline, 45-yard touchdown, 14-0 Eagles as Georgetown goes on to shock Dripping Springs. Get this, 63-56.
Ooh, points.
Ooh. Scoreboard, Lexington 23, East Bernard 31. That's a final there. And then Lulling falling to
Poteet
42-10.
Well, let's move on. A couple more small school scores for you. Yo! Very storied program there. Yo is marching on to the second round. 42-38, the win over Hallettsville. And Flatonia gets an 8-point win over Johnson City. Oh, the Eagles. Wonderful, wonderful season for my guys up there in Johnson City, screaming booyah all year long. They fall in overtime. Final score there, 27-19.
Jeff, let's get back to the highlights. House Park housing a 5A D2 first-round matchup. 5-win Glenn visiting 7-win McCallum. Opening drive, the Knights get a couple of big runs from this guy. Thomas Lonsdale looking for Land's End. The senior back bulldozing his way into the red zone. And a few plays later, 22 finds the end zone. Early 7-0 lead for the Knights. Grizzlies fumble on their next drive, which sets up this big play for McCallum. Jackson Rosales teaming up with Ryan Varela. 30-yard touchdown as the Knights hang on in overtime, 27-21.
Hey, speaking of OT, Marble Falls made the trip down to Brenham, and they brought their defense with them. Game tackling was on display early on. In fact, defense was all around on display this whole entire game. This one went into overtime, tied at 14. Both teams scored, so they went to double OT. And in double OT, only the local guys found the end zone. Marble Falls wins 27-21. The Mustangs march on.
Marching on to more scoreboards. 2A D1 Thorndale snaps a 2-game slide with a 28-21 win over Alto. The Yellow Jackets had won 3 straight heading into that matchup. And in TAPS D2, Regents defending state championship run kicks off in commanding fashion, 41-7 over Woodlands Christian Academy.
Those Regents Knights, they always find a way.
They do, Jeff.
Yep. Well, as usual, we want to give a shout out to some of the hardest working kids during the entire football season. The bands. Each week we've highlighted a different group as our band of the week. This time around, it's the band from Rouse. Take a listen. Welcome back to Friday Football Fever. He's Tyler, I'm Jeff, and a local feel-good story from this season has to be the run that the guys from Travis High School made from October 8th through October 21st.
It's all about winning at the right time, Jeff, and that's exactly what the Rebels did, winning 3 straight during that October stretch to secure a trip back to the playoffs for the first time since 2013.
Ooh, almost a decade. But in this first round matchup, well, Travis ran into a Rouse team that has playmakers literally everywhere. Quarterback Mason Shorb entered the night with 38 touchdown passes. Yeah, make that 39. He found his favorite target, Jalen Becerra, and the Becerra Tops does it again. You know you got to be good if you're in a dinosaur nickname, and I really hope that dino nickname sticks. To Justin Cannon, who once again wins the How Is He Only a Sophomore award. That's a 59-yard touchdown, and Rouse wins this one. Oh, gets a point for every yard. Rouse wins 59-6.
Llano putting its 4-game winning streak on the line against Marion. Yellow Jackets in orange, looking to sting the Bulldogs. Play action, Maddox Green finding greener pastures in the hands of Miguel Hernandez. 15-yard touchdown. That breaks a scoreless tie in the second. Jackets cover the Dogs 53-26.
Very colorful highlight there, Tyler. Hey, Mason brought a 6-game win streak into tonight's playoff game against Schulenburg, and Tate Spencer, well, he wanted to push that streak to 7. He fought hard at the goal line and made it in. Then check this out. The Schulenburg punter mishandled the snap. The punchers get the points off the safety, but it was the underdogs from out east who are moving on to the second round. Mason falls 29-16.
From Thursday night, Maynard Newtek taking on LaGrange. 3-game winning streak for the Leopards. Early on, Clay Wolf showing off the crop top and showing off some pinpoint accuracy. Jaden Williams coming down with that touchdown. Leopards leap over the Titans.
Every day is ab day when you wear a crop top like that.
You got it flaunted.
Yeah. Hey, after Pflugerville, where the White Wolves played San Antonio Veterans Memorial on Thursday, first drive of the game didn't take long. Dior Bradfield hit Dalen Alexander on the screen, and Dalen ran to daylight. He gets in the end zone, and hey, let's go ahead and score it again. Another drive, another Weiss touchdown pass. Bradfield finished with 8 scores through the air on the night, just 2 shy of the single-game state record. Weiss is on to the second round. Wolves win 63-28.
All right, also from Thursday, some scores. Wimberley taking down Navasota 56-0 in the opening round of the 4A D2 state playoffs. 6 straight wins now for the Texans.
All right.
How about the Maynard Mustangs beating Seguin 35-14 last night. They'll face Peyto in the area round of the 5A D1 state playoffs.
Decided I'd give you all the tough names tonight, Tyler. Hope you appreciate that.
Yeah, I paid for it.
Yeah.
I paid toad for it.
You paid toad for it.
Yeah.
Well, like I gave you the tough names tonight, I want to give a few people out there some Friday Football Fever t-shirts.
So generous.
Since this is our last episode, this is going to be our last chance to give you guys some shirts, and we want to show off some other people who have shirts. Nate, come on, get the
Nate
picture.
The Great.
My man Nate. Will you grab that in right there, Nate? All right, Nate is going to be in our picture today.
Yes, sir. Cheese. Boom.
There we go. Floor Director Nate, I really appreciate your hard work, man. Thank you for everything you've done for us. Guys, thank you for watching. The way you can win a shirt is by reaching out to me on my social media pages at Jeff Jones Sports, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. I'm going to post that photo with Nate, and I need you to go ahead and follow me on that platform and comment on that photo. That will enter you for a chance to win one of those free Friday Football Fever t-shirts. I'll send one your way next week. But stay right there. Plenty more Fever right after this.
It's time for turkeys and touchdowns. So come to Charles Vaughn Toyota.
weeks in a row, we've had an opportunity to feature one student athlete as our Abacus Athlete of the Week.
Yeah, Jeff, it's our chance to highlight someone who earns good grades, gives back to the community, and contributes to the fun on Friday nights. This week, our award goes to Emma Wooten, a cheerleader at Llano High School.
This week, Emma has been chosen as the Abacus Athlete of the Week. So congratulations.
I feel very excited. I didn't expect it. I do student council, which is just like an organization where we go around the community and help and do services around the school and anything that needs to be done. Like we're having a food pantry drive. I think it's very important because it really shows like that you care.
Emma, congratulations on earning our final Abacus Athlete of the Week award of the season. We'll be right back with our Big Save of the Week nominees. Don't you dare go anywhere.
KVUE Friday Football Fever Athlete of the Week is sponsored by Abacus Plumbing, Air Conditioning, and Electrical.
You'll never
Friday Football Fever Big Save of the Week, sponsored by Austin Telco Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back. And guys, for the last time this season, it's time for us to show you the best of the best plays that we saw. Each and every week around this time, Tyler, Emily, and I put our heads together and we pick out 3 of our favorite plays that we've seen this week in high school football, and we show them back to you as our Austin Telco Big Save of the Week nominees. Let's go ahead and begin with Lake Travis running back Derek Johnson, whose favorite vacation destination is clearly the end zone. He loves taking long trips there. This 49-yard score featured agility, balance, speed, and strength. He can do it all, and he'll be doing it all in the second round.
Jess, somebody passed me the butter because Jack Kaiser was on a roll tonight at Westlake, pulling out not 1 but 2 tasty juke moves on this touchdown run as the Chaps run all over Hutto to advance to the second round.
Now to Cedar Park's Tyree Nicholson. He's handing out 2 things on this play: free bumps and discounted bruises. You don't want to be a defender or a stray offensive lineman when Tyree has the ball because he is going 100 miles an hour all the way to the end zone. Now that you guys have seen our 3 Play of the Week nominees, it's your job to let us know which play is your favorite. You do that by going to my Twitter page at Jeff Jones Sports. If you go there right now, you'll see a poll that I created recently with those 3 plays. Go ahead and vote on your favorite. We'll add them up.
100? He was going 100?
100 miles per hour.
That's impressive.
Yeah. We have the editor that'll tell us how fast and 100 miles per hour. That was it.
I didn't know that was humanly possible.
Yeah, no speeding tickets or anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even better.
Well, guys, thanks for having a great season with us. On behalf of Tyler and Emily, we want to thank our photographers, Brian, Hakey, Scott, Tom, Andrew. They ran all around town all year long to get those great highlights for us. There are a lot of people who put this show together, and they do it so that we can give you great content. So thanks for being with us these past 12 weeks. We'll see you in August of 2022.
Kia of Round Rock